and rely on that power every time he comes to the plate. What a luxury this club has.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. And this will be fouled away. The 0-2 once more. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Looked to be a pitch that caught a lot of the plate right there, so that might be a little indication of the strike zone we can expect the rest of the way.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Here's Elvis Andrus now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Hard hit ball to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. This is line to left, and this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on, and the inning is over. One more look at the circus catch in left field. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Mike Minor gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that is through into right field for a single. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2 D-roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player, just to battle. 0-2's a tough spot to be in. He battled.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. From the stretch, swinging a ground ball to third. The second for 1, on to first, and they turn the double play. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. You know, it's always interesting to see a hitter's lifetime numbers against a pitcher and vice versa. Well, in this matchup, he has some pretty impressive ownage, as they say. 4 home runs in past at-bats, so that's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Four. Playing here in his age 29 season. He was a 25th round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. On to the second inning now from Yankee Stadium with no score. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Ran one in on him there as this is hit softly to third. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Up next for the Rangers, Adrian Beltre, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Line towards center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Here's Jurickson Profar. Popped him up. Ford has room in foul territory. And that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. On now to the bottom. Coming to the plate now, Gary Sanchez. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. And there's ball 2 now. Hot shot down the line. And Beltre throws on to first for the out.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And let's take a look at second baseman Rougned Odor. Pound for pound, one of the strongest guys in the game. 30 home run potential, but a premium defender at second base. And if you don't slide properly into second base, he is going to let you know about it.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. In his career against Mike Minor, he has 7 hits in 24 at-bats. Also of note, the 4 home runs he's hit against him. The 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
You don't see too many guys at this level be late on off-speed pitches right there. That tells me he was totally sitting on something else or was going automatic take.
The 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Bottom of the second here with no score. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2. In now is the Yankees DH, Austin Romine. Will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. A ball and no strikes. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Full extension, but he can't make the catch. That's strike 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. And up next will be Brett Nicholas. Pair of hits in 5 trips to the plate in yesterday's game. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Striding into the box, Greg Allen. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Looks at a changeup right over the middle. Allen is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
Designated hitter.
To the plate now for Texas is the DH, Shin-Soo Choo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Tough slider down low for a strike.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He's been pounding his zone with nothing but strikes, but that's an amazing take right there. You start getting into that auto swing mode when you think that guy's going to be around the zone.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Stanton coming on. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Now in the box, Didi Gregorius. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And, he can't get out of the way of that one. So the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Brandon Drury will bat next. In his career against Mike Minor, he's 0 for 4. Smoked on the ground left side. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that pretty nice.
Ronald Torre is the next to bat. As he'll run up to bunt here, but misses for strike 1.
You could tell he had made up his mind in the batter's box that he was taking that one with him. Great execution of a changeup. Kind of spoiled his plan right there.
Behind 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Here's a blooper out toward left center. And no one can corral that one. Base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Giro, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
Back up the middle. There is Andrus. Step on the bag for 1. On to first, and it's a double play, though that first run of the ball game is across to score. At the plate, Aaron Judge. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Looking at his career totals, Judge is working with a slugging percentage over .550, so there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league. Count even now at 1-1.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point right now.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Minor sets. Here it is on 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. Odor has it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Here it comes now to Andrus. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Behind 0-2 now. And now on the swings and misses here as they're able to set him down for the first out. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Hit hard to short, taken in by Gregorius. And there are two away now. Digging in for his second at bat, Nomar Mazara. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter. It's 1-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner. Digging in, Rougned Odor. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, strike 2. And a fastball just a bit high. Mazara, the runner at first with 2 gone. This is on the ground over to first. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Rangers leave 1. To the plate so far. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Changeup stays outside and is behind 2-0. Now the 2-0 is taken, strike 1. Fastball that just misses inside.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Hit hard right back up the middle, and he's got a leadoff single.
Dan, I know you fight as an offensive player to get in a 3-1 count. What's the tension level on the mound throwing this guy a 3-1?
That's one of the things you don't want to do. You have a game plan when you go into this, and your game plan normally is get ahead with strike 1 and make hitters expand the zone. 3-1, not a good time to throw a fastball.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 delivery. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he misses 2-1.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
A swing by Sanchez, and this one's soaring out into left field. Into the second deck and gone. Two-run home run off the bat of Gary Sanchez. And that is 27 for him on the year as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Now batting, left fielder,
Giancarlo Stanton now.
Carlos Stanton.
Little dribbler down the line. Beltre charging in on it. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter, Austin Romine.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Austin Romine. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. 2-0 count. Here it comes. 3-0 now.
He's had command of his pitches all day. Hasn't walked a soul. But we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
3-1 the count now. And he loses him on a breaking ball. Standing in, Didi Gregorius. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Soft liner towards center. In there, a base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Set. Here comes the 1-1. A little bouncer. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. In now, Ronald Torreyes. He reached on a single in his first try. Minor sets. First pitch on the way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. The Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. So next to the plate for Texas, Adrian Beltre, a base hit in his first trip. Into the corner and slicing foul. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Beltre carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it, 1 away. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Up next for the Rangers.
Coming to the plate now, Brett Nicholas. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Right over the middle, knee high. Profar stands at first with 1 out. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Greg Allen. He flew out in his last at-bat. In there, 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. 2 balls and a strike to the Rangers leadoff hitter. That's popped up. Stanton on the run, but this will land untouched.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. 1 left for Texas. Still down 3-0. Ready once again, Aaron Hicks.
Leading off for the Yankees. Center fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher.
Here comes the 1-2 to Hicks. Swing and a little blooper to center. Allen coming in. He can't get to it. This one's down. So he continues to hit the ball well. His 2nd hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single. We take a look at the league leaders in hitting, and as you can see there, he currently sits 3rd in the AL in that category. Here's big Aaron Judge. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Had the green light. 3-1.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one in the corner.
Now here comes the Rangers skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that'll be all now for Mike Minor. Tony Barnett comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Justin Bohr will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
You're on the mound in this situation. You only have 2 options. You got to find a way to strike this next guy out or get him to ground into a double play.
This is on the ground over the first. Andrus on to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play. Ready to take his axe again, Gary Sanchez. He'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, in this last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
No balls and a strike to count. From the stretch. Line drive to left. Profar is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. The Yanks leave 1. They lead it 3-0. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now, and Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Way in front of that fastball.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. So coming to the plate, Elvis Andrus. He went down on strikes last time up. Off the plate and low here, ball 1.
So far, this has been a very productive outing. We're into the middle innings of this one, and his pitch count is down, and this might be one of those starts where he can work deep into this game, possibly into the 8th or 9th inning.
Swing and a hot shot toward third. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Well, that's demoralizing right there. Nice job by the offensive player getting the head out. That's got to upset you, thinking that ball might have went foul.
But, you know, you hear it all the time that the game, baseball is a game of inches. 1 inch one way or the other could have been the difference between a foul ball and a base hit right over the third base bag.
And that one just missed outside.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. He looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Still only 1 out in the inning. This pitch is popped up. Drury is under it. 2 gone. Here's Rougned Odor now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. This is skied into short left center. Stanton has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. But 2 here in the Rangers' half of the inning, and they come on this 2-run home run. Giancarlo Stanton now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Left fielder.
Pitch on the way.
Carlos Stanton.
A ball and no strikes. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey, that's a good executed breaking ball down in the zone. You got to tip your hat to the batter right there. He was able to get down on that baseball and drive it for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Austin Romine. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Stanton aboard here at first with nobody out. No Walker at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Hit weakly back to the mound. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended at second base. Here's Didi Gregorius. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. The pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. The 0-1. Popped him up. Andrews shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Back to Yankee Stadium after this. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. His line includes a single and a fly ball and 2 at-bats thus far. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. And Beltre wisely lays off that one. 1-2.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. Got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the out pass.
He throws him on the fastball there. Adrian Beltre is down for the first out in the 7th inning. Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Striding in, Brett Nicholas. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Lifted the other way out to left center. Hicks on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Eric Goodell gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home second.
Eric Goodell.
Brandon Drury will bat next. He's 1 for 2 in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swinging a soft liner, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Drury gets his lead at first, nobody out. Looking to drop one down, but he can't make contact. 1-2. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And you can forget about the double play now as the runner moves up to second base. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Now batting, Aaron Hicks. He singled his last time up.
Fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Getting a few steps off his second there. Now the pitch. Grounded to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The right fielder, number 99.
Into the box now, Aaron Judge. It was a walk in his last trip. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Line drive to center field.
Allen
Is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there. David Robertson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth. Stepping into the box, Greg Allen. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. No balls and 1 strike.
Center fielder.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2. Hopped up. Sanchez is under it, 1 away. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. He was great all night long. For the plate now is the designated hitter, Shin-Soo Choo. Lifetime numbers versus David Robertson. He's 0 for 7. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And quickly there are 2 away. 8th inning from Yankee Stadium. Yankees on top in this one at home as you get a look at the line score. Here it comes now to Andrus. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Bouncer up the middle. And that will be a base hit for Andrus. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Now batting.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
A 2-1 count to the Rangers' first baseman. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. And this one gets away. And not what they were hoping for as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Yankees lead it 3-2. Plate, Justin Bohr is working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
First baseman, Justin Bohr.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
2 balls and a strike to the Yankees' first baseman. The 2-1. And right into the shift. And a step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Gary Sanchez. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for 1 out of zone for strike 1.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Curveball that time, not even close. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Giancarlo
Stanton now. First pitch on its way. Chopped toward the second baseman. Odor has it. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1. Back in the Big Apple now as we are set for what remains of this presentation of baseball on the show. Aroldis Chapman comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Into the box. Nomar Mazar. He'll be the one to greet Chapman, who looks to put an end to this one. Strike one to start the at-bat. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike two. Way outside. 1-2. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Gregorius ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. Rougned Odor stands in as he swings and misses for strike one. Hit hard to the right side. And he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away. Last shot for the Rangers in this one. And set to stand in, a guy who seems to get better with age, the dangerous Adrian Beltre. 1-0 the count. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
3-0 to him now. And not so fast, partner. A called strike on the inside part of the plate. 3-1 now. Scorched to third. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
What an unbelievable at-bat right there in the ninth inning. Game on the line to get yourself on base, to create an opportunity for your boy right here to be a hero.
Time call here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. 1 ball, no strikes the count. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. Lifetime line against Chapman. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And that misses 2-2. Texas down to their final strike in this one. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Man, facing Chapman is not for the faint of heart as he unleashes fireball after fireball. Gets the final out here and another save. What a weapon Chapman is.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. So the Bronx Bombers pick up win number 70 to top the division. Luis Severino picks up his team best 14th win in this one. Mike Minor was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Aroldis Chapman closes the door for the save, his 39th of the campaign. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Yankees. 3 runs on 9 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. For the Rangers, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 52 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 53,325. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.